Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NOCHILL podcast. Today I've got the one and only Lemii Loco, bruh. You know what? I usually don't introduce people because I don't want to miss some of the information. So I let everyone who comes to NOCHILL podcast to just introduce themselves, bro.
No stress, man. I go by the name Lemii Loco, aka Lemii Binkosi, aka Do You Have Money, aka Homework, aka Send Your Girl Money, aka Mswipeni. I got many names, but those who know me just know me as Lemii Loco.
And bro, like you mentioned your keywords.
Yeah,
those are your keywords. When someone says something, I mean, it reminds a lot of people about your stuff, and that's like your own branding. Say send your girl money. Do you have the money?
Do you have money?
Homework.
Yeah.
And then what before I know I'm still gonna ask you about the content itself, but I just want to get to know in that personal level, like where you from, like how you started, man. Before Lemii Loco, I guess that's not your real name. It's a stage name.
Yeah, stage name.
So what's your real name? Where you from? What are you, man? You speak a lot of English. You're always speaking English, man. So what are you, Tswana, Venda, or what? What's happening?
I'm a mixture of everything. So real name Mole Hoko. That's actually where my name is derived from. So some girl back in high school couldn't pronounce my name and surname and called me Lemii Loco. So I kind of just ran with it. it developed to Lemii Loco, and
Are you still talking to that chick? I mean, I think she just gave you like a brand.
No, I actually don't. I tried shellering her. That's how I know her. And she kind of curved me, and that's how it ended. But at least she gave me the name that.
But you from you the relationship expert.
What
happened?
You weren't always the expert. Experts are not always experts, So man, you live and you learn through bones. And the girl wasn't hearing my story. But she was a cool girl. But I bet you wish you should have given me a chance, ne?
Now
look at me now. Mama made it.
No, but bro, like for real, like what you doing, man. To be honest, I watch what you do. And I'm not alone. You understand? As a content creator, I understand what you do and the value that you giving people, giving people a platform to just express themselves and just come and just you know a lot of people are going through a lot. I know you know that. So I understand that you're a DJ.
Yeah. So I was actually a DJ before. I was a content creator.
That's what I wanted to know.
I was a DJ before I was a content creator. So how it happened is that I was working a 9 to 5. Go discover. So that was my 9 to 5.
And then at the same time you're DJing.
I was DJing at the same time.
Okay.
So the DJing got to a point where I was getting like, I had to choose. It got to a point where I had to choose because there was so many gigs and they were spilling over to during the week. And I still had to wake up and go to my 9 to 5, which was paying an amazing salary. But then, passion.
You were not happy.
The passion just gripped me. So I left my 9 to 5. After leaving my 9 to 5, I was actually living somewhere around here. What's that place called, man?
Around Jersey?
Yeah. I had an apartment somewhere. Marshalltown. I lived in Marshalltown in a place called it was called Cape Towers back then, but it's called something different now. Called Towers on Main, I think.
I don't really know Jersey, but I won't lie.
So I lived there, and I had so much time on my hands. But because I was a creative and I loved making people laugh, I used to watch before TikTok. There was an app called Vine. So I used to watch Vine a lot, dog. So I decided, let me try my luck out.
And Vine was like that. It was in South African content.
It wasn't
like always that side.
You never saw South African content on Vine. And Vine was only 6 seconds. So it was the best of the best that made it on there. So I was like, let me try myself out. Let me go on Vine. Started making Vine videos, but obviously I didn't get any traction on Vine.
It wasn't like a market. The market didn't know about it.
Nobody knew about it. But in the States, it was booming. So I took my videos off of Vine and then I put them on Twitter. And then that's how people started associating me as a content creator. But back then, it was just like, He's just making funny videos.
Yeah, he's
bored. Yeah. He's bored.
It all starts like that. Yeah. And really, you were bored. And
we were, yeah.
Because I understand as a content creator, and I heard that, okay, I had to do some research. I heard that you strategize your content.
I do. I really do. So the first video, what people don't know, this is the first time I'm saying this. Anyway.
Shout out.
In this
NOCHILL podcast. Yeah.
NOCHILL podcast is getting the exclusive. So I'll let you in on a secret.
Yeah.
The first Q&A that people saw, nobody participated in. I sent in my own questions. So I put up a Q&A and obviously I had like 1,000
But
followers.
what was your expectation? What were you expecting?
I think at the time, so at the moment when I put up that Q&A, I had given up on DJing and I'd given up on content creation.
Yeah. So you stopped DJing?
I mean, it was locked down.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was locked down. There was nothing for me. You know,
I feel you. Yeah.
So I was down, 5 depressed actually.
Damn.
And then I put up a Q&A. I'm like, you know, I've got nothing to do. Let me put up a Q&A. And nobody participated in it because I mean,
for how long?
It was that day. That day. So a couple of my friends sent in questions. I'm like, I'm not gonna go out like this, man. You know, I'm gonna send in my own questions. And then I did that. The layout of how I arranged the montage, the clip that I eventually sent on Twitter, I actually arranged it in such a way that you had no choice but to remember, do you have money? Like the way I arranged it, it was the first thing you heard in the clip. It was somewhere in the middle, and it was the last thing you heard.
It was a keyword.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it actually worked, I couldn't believe it.
You see, that's what happens with content.
Yeah.
You never know which one is gonna be the best and which one is gonna be the one that unlocks everything.
Yeah.
You just have to keep creating.
You have to keep creating, man. So when that happened, I remember posting the clip on Twitter. Then I just got off my phone because I'd given up.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, let me just go back and life goes on. When I came back, my phone was flooding.
Booming.
You know, it's booming. I'm like,
you know, if Twitter approves, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not
You're
easy.
gone.
It's not easy
You're
for
gone.
Twitter to
You're
approve.
You're gone, man.
And then now, what are you still DJing? Because I wanna touch content more. You understand? Because I feel like there's so many people who are. They look at you and they feel like, hey, this guy, I know he's made it. Maybe he's using this phone. And like, bro, your content, I'm sure, is like anyone can do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But however, it's just a matter of believing Uguti, I can create content. A lot of people don't believe that they can create content. Which phone are you using? Imagine maybe that it will match with someone out there who's thinking, hey man, I can't create content with this phone.
Here's the weird thing. When I started the videos, I was using an iPhone 6. iPhone 6 that I bought in 2012. But 2014 when it came out. 2014. I remember the first time I went live, somebody in the comments was like, man, why do you look partly cloudy there on your live?
It's always like that. The first live video, you'll be like,
it was so bad, man. It was so bad. The front camera was cracked. So you couldn't see me properly. And yeah, man. So I literally started with the iPhone 6 and I was like, and I knew my camera quality was bad. But I was like, you know what? If I don't start now, I never will.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's the message to everyone who's watching. Your phone might be cracked right now. I mean, do something. If the camera is still showing something, do something.
If it can work, man, shoot. If it can shoot,
look at this guy now. You've made it, and then I'm sure now, bro. I'm sure like now you've got like a lot of followers. Obviously, brands are also part of those followers. They're watching. They'll be like, hey, yeah.
And you do get brands a lot. Like eventually, when you work with them, you get somebody in the team, in the brand team, telling you, hey, dude, I watch your stuff.
Exactly.
You know, so,
brands are watching. Brands give out. You know, this you might be working at Savannah marketing team or whatever marketing team. You understand?
That's how you get into the boardroom. Actually, somebody watches and then. Like, in the boardroom, they're like, hey,
doing
guys,
this. So you always have to keep on making, bro. I know there's negativity, man. I mean, on all the platforms. I mean, the comments, vibes. You go live. Of course, you see different personalities during your lives.
True.
How do you, as a content creator, just, how do you handle it, man? I understand that, I mean, right now where you are, you have to handle it. You have no option.
Yeah.
You can't give up.
True, man. I think essentially, my bottom line is that I'm not gonna lose all of this because somebody said something weird online. Exactly. So I think that's how I keep level-headed, because you see them left, right, and center. Somebody always has something negative to say about you. Always. But when you think about it, you're like, okay, cool. I'll take whatever I can take to learn and improve.
Yeah.
But this is not gonna be where my train stops because somebody has like a 2 cents opinion about what I do. And so there's actually a girl, I remember, I think maybe the 4th or the 5th Q&A that I put on Twitter. There's a girl that was subbing me so hard. It was like, hey, someone trends for one video and then that's all you ever see from them afterwards. And a lot of people kept tagging me because they knew that was my sub. I just posted a video. And I was like, dude, it's whatever. And I felt like retaliating and stuff, but I was like, it's whatever, man.
But then, for such, if it was me, I was just gonna go harder. Just to prove it. No, I'm not done. It was just the beginning. And I'm sure you did the same thing.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing because I just put up a Q&A so now I had seen the trend, because the first one you always think it's luck. You're like, I'm not gonna have another dope video again.
Exactly.
And then you do the second one and you get better numbers. You do the third one, you get better numbers than that. Then you're like,
what makes one video trend? It means that people are interested. So just do more of that.
Do more. I think that's one thing that killed me in the early days after I left my 9 to 5. The consistency. I remember there was a video that trended around 2015, 2016. And Casper retweeted it and he was like, this is like amazing and stuff. And I thought, what I mean?
And another thing, bro, you give relationship advice, and a lot of people, obviously, they believe you and they apply that thing. But let's hear about you, man. Are you dating? Do you have a girlfriend, man?
At this time, at this very moment, on the 22nd of May 2021, at what time is it there? 3. 22 May 2021 at 3 p.m. I'm single at this very moment. What happens after and before? Don't ask me questions. At this specific moment.
Because, I understand most of the people who give relationship advice, they have a lot of experience. They're just relaxing now, educating. So, but man, what you're doing is great, bro. Like, honestly, thanks, people are learning. Like, I watch your stuff, and there's a lot of people watching. I'll be like, this is great. And so now, tell me, where are you taking this?
I think this is the weird thing about what I do now, is that I never imagined myself doing it. I never imagined myself giving relationship advice, because how the Q&A became a relationship Q&A is because I was seeing dust at that moment. But I was like, how am I seeing dust if I know so much about relationships? Like, why is my relationship not working? Then I was like, what? But there's a saying that we say, people that give the best advice can't take it. So I think I was in that space at that time. And
even Namanj, it's the same thing. He's still doing advice, but
dust. Seeing dust. Seeing dust, man.
Like, why I asked that question? Because I'm trying to understand. You're getting attention. Like, people are there. You understand? And you keep on giving them. But what is the plan of you getting something? Not even if it's not a lot. You understand? Because I understand it's your time. Time is money.
Like, I would love to have like a talk show type thing, because other than relationship advice, I really enjoy like inspiring people. I really enjoy helping people get through certain difficulties, even if it's not relationships, because in the lives we end up talking about other personal issues. And then you realize that sometimes somebody, all they needed was to speak to someone. Someone comes in and say, hey, I don't know,
it's no longer
I hate
about
being at home.
It's just being venting.
You know what I mean? So sometimes it goes beyond romantic relationships. It's just family stuff, friendships, work, So I would love to create a platform bigger than what I have on Instagram.
Because Instagram is not really a platform. You're using so you need your own platform. You understand? And I heard that you're gonna have a Good Music Club podcast.
So the Good Music Club was basically started because I love music. But contrary to popular belief, I don't listen to the music that I play. So I play a lot of trap, a lot of hip hop. I play a lot of kwaito even. But I listen to a lot of alternative music. I listen to a lot of subgenre. I listen to a lot of like Boke Tranada, those kind of vibes. That's what I listen to. So I had to create a platform where I could share that kind of music. It started as an event where it was called the Good Music Club because that's all you'll hear all day, every day. And I actually had a place by Vilagazi Street in Soweto, and it was called the Ark. So it ended up getting a name called Little Bram because people in the hood couldn't get that outside of Soweto. They had to go to Bram, to go to an alternative music event. Something like even bigger events like Rocking the Daisies, Afro Punk, those kind of things.
But do you share that? Now I feel like you are in this position whereby you gathering audience. But with this it's a specific niche now. Now it's about relationship advice, talk. It's not related to music. So are you thinking of merging both together and just have let's say a podcast? Because now if you're gonna go to music podcast like a music group, is it called music group, right?
Good Music Club.
Good Music Club. Are you then gonna invite those people now?
Definitely.
Don't you think it's gonna be like confusing people?
So that's the reason why we kind of keep the entities separate. They spill over to each other, yes, but that's why there's Lemii Loco and there's Good Music Club. So you know what Good Music Club is about.
But I want to know the Lemii Loco, like this attention. You're getting a lot of views, bro. Like that, Let's say tomorrow, Instagram, when you wake up, Mark Zuckerberg decide that I'm shutting it down. What's gonna happen next?
That's a great question. That's a very great question. El Jack, pass away.
Because we don't really own this platform.
We
it's
really
like
don't.
we're renting. You understand? We can be kicked out anytime.
Really don't.
So
That's
what's gonna happen to that audience?
Because now what we're trying to do now, funny enough, that's where we come from now. We just got a meeting and offered like a radio show. Like now we're going onto radio now. And that's really a brilliant point. That's a brilliant point to think about, because if I wake up tomorrow, hey ngashona yo and they say Instagram is gone, because that's what happened to
Mix It,
Mix It,
BBM,
BBM.
Those things just disappeared. So you must understand that use these platforms to create your
own platforms.
You understand?
And that's what my team has been saying, because we're trying to create a website to where we're gonna just merge all of these things. And also I think with YouTube, we've been shooting, believe it or not, we've got a lot of YouTube content. We've got a lot of YouTube episodes that we have never uploaded. We've got so much content that we've done.
Do it now.
That we haven't uploaded.
Instagram is still alive.
True.
You understand?
True.
Tell them, guys. My YouTube is booming because I always share half of my videos, guys. If you want to watch full one, go subscribe. I know that if Instagram decides that they wanna cancel me, I have YouTube.
Because you can even lose your account there.
Dude. You have to play around all these platforms.
True. That's very true. So we tried jumping onto YouTube. I think I kind of self-sabotaged on that one, because the ideas that I had needed, which is, I'm kind of contradicting myself, because I believe in starting with whatever you've got. But the ideas that I had needed a bigger production. So
yeah.
That's where I was caught in between.
You're being realistic.
Yeah,
sometimes
you know,
I mean, you just have to understand that if I need a camera, I need a camera.
Yeah.
It
needed a bigger production. Yeah. So, and you know, sometimes how it works is that people see you on Instagram and your views, and you know, you're working with brands.
Yeah.
And when you reach out to somebody to collaborate or to work on a production with you, all of a sudden they want $100 million cash. And you're like, how? Okay, my G, like, come on.
Collaboration is what grows people.
It's the key, man.
A lot of people don't understand. A lot of content creators don't really understand.
It's really the key.
So collaboration, I believe in, even this is a collaboration.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So let's collaborate out there. And bro, I just wanna ask some. I'm gonna off frame.
Yeah.
It's no longer about the content. It's more of
as long as we don't end up owing 500k, I'm happy.
Tina, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about people. We talk about you. Now I want to know, but I mean, when you're booming on Instagram, girls are there, you know.
Yeah.
And, girls, they're starting to come around.
That's true.
Even when you're out.
Yeah.
You know, and you cannot date every girl.
That's very true, man. Because you don't know if somebody's there for clout. Or they
most of them,
what
they what do they want?
Yeah.
But for you, they think that you understand relationship. Maybe something's been missaid by Mjolo.
Yeah.
Now they think this guy gives
the
advice.
Perfect guy. Yeah.
This is the guy. What?
Can you come in then konyi selling like and it's a throw.
And you be like, this guy is a scam. This guy is a scam. So how do you handle them, right? I know. I mean, they're coming, and you also have to focus.
I think for me, I'm trying to focus all the energy on the work because one thing, like I said, and the one thing, if you come from a background like that, you understand that you can't waste any opportunity. Exactly. You can't sleep on any opportunity. You can't afford to fall off. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think we just pump so much energy into the work that when things like that come, I think that's why man. It's because
no, like at some point you need to isolate and just do you Mujola does you know what's funny? Mujola will fail
it, Joe.
And time runs out. You can still date, but just make sure that when you're dating you're sorted financially, everything is right. Mujola umnand even that time. But as we're forcing one Jola, you can't even afford to go buy bread, but you want relationship.
There's so many people who've been, like I said with my story, a lot of us have been in a position where you've had the opportunity to make something out of what you really want to do, but you fumble, you know. And fortunately, I had a second chance. We were like musicians back in the day, and there's a lot of rappers we can think about now that we don't hear any of their songs.
They're still there. They're still alive.
Yeah, but you know, you had that opportunity, but I don't know if it's a matter of you didn't grow with the times or you messed up in the background. I don't know what it is. But the bottom line is a lot of us can't afford to fumble. We can't afford to lose the opportunities that we've got. So for me, if there's a relationship that's on the table that's distracting me from, you know, because a lot of the times I realize I get a jolanyana and then that week I'm not dropping content. That week I'm not live. You know, that week I feel like, hey, I don't want to go to this gig. But when I think about it, I'm like, I'm a distractor. And then how?
And Marawa fail.
I feel it, Joe.
Like there's so many. You know what? My goal is just to travel and see all the girls in the world. And you can't do that if I'm focusing on 1 year or 5 years. Focusing on 5 years, how am I gonna focus and get to? You understand?
Yeah.
So it's tricky, man.
Yeah.
So I'm another thing, this show it's all about inspiring.
Yeah.
You know, as much as you're inspiring online, people also need to know how did you do it, and you said it. You just started with your phone and go live.
Yeah.
And now I see you also mixing with the skits, the conversation.
Yeah.
That thing where you're acting as a mother or a girl, and people are also loving it.
Yeah.
So that's content that really we want on Instagram. So with your content, man, what can you say what did you benefit out of what you're doing right now? If there are things that you're okay to share with people, just so that people can see that really, because I know I work with brands. That's the biggest benefit for me.
Same here.
Creating relationship with brands. So you're doing the same thing. And what other benefits besides just making money?
Yeah. Besides keeping the line at the club, you know, because they know you.
yeah. By the way,
and the free gifts from brands, you know.
This jersey I'm wearing right now, they gave me not long ago.
Yeah.
Free stuff, man.
There's a lot, man. Like, I think from a perspective of somebody who's really trying to make something out of their life with very little resources. I mean, we always come here and bullshit and say, oh no, you know, what be great and, you know, do for others what, but you also have to look after number one.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I will say, and I'm not gonna lie about this anyway. The biggest benefit is the financial aspect of it, because I'm in a position where I don't have to worry about certain things and providing for certain people in my life anymore, because I come from a time where, I mean, literally before the first Do You Have Money video went, I was that weak. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a plan. I didn't know.
So you were asking a very relevant question.
Do you have money? Because
it's like you're feeling like you're alone. So you want,
you know what I mean?
You want approval.
Yeah. So there's a lot of benefits, man. And over and above that, like you said, you get to build relationship with brands, and it's a long-term investment in your career. You know, it's a long-term investment. So there's a lot of benefits, man. And I think more than anything else, the peace of mind that comes with doing what you love and getting paid for that. You know, that nothing defeats that.
Imagine someone comes to you and say, listen, I want you to post this. And you usually post for free.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're gonna start doing something out of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're just gonna do it now, but you're
do
being paid to do it.
Something that you really love and enjoy. If they say, okay, here's an idea, bring it to life as a content creator, make a skit out of it.
That's the part where I enjoy it.
Yeah, and you just love it.
That's why you get paid. You get paid for doing the things. They give you, okay, this is what we want you guys to make something.
Yeah, and that's it. The bottom line is that like we're in a generation where, like, we're past that phase where they tell us, go to school or you'll never be anything. You know, we're past that. But it's also so much of a free world that a lot of people don't know what to do with the opportunities. You know, because you're stuck there thinking, there's people who are sitting somewhere right now, they don't have a meal, they don't have anything, and the only thing they got to show for it is like, now I'm the best content creator. Now if I had NOCHILL's numbers, I'd do better than him. You know, if I had Lemmie's numbers, I'd do better than him. There's people who are sitting there gassing themselves up and not doing anything. You know, because we live in a world that's got so much free opportunity, but it's filled with a lot of lazy, talented people.
Exactly. And the other thing, if you want to do better than what Lemmie's doing, sometimes you have to spend more time than him. When he's sleeping, you should be awake.
Yeah.
That's the only way to
That's true.
If you want to do better than me, you have to sleep 1 hour.
Yeah. Because you sleep 30 minutes.
Dude,
that's true, man.
So it's serious. And now this show, I just want to inspire people using people who are already doing something. You understand? So I was like, you know what? Nah, man. People don't believe.
Yeah.
They don't believe me. You understand? Yeah. So for them to believe me, I'm gonna call all the guys that are doing great, so that they can just hear from them, not me. It's not even about me now. I know a lot of people say, when are you going to be interviewed? Who's going to interview? I was like, I don't know. Right now, what I know is I'm trying to get as much information from these guys who are creators.
And that's fantastic, man, because a lot of people don't take the time of day to, you know, inspire other people. And I think with the creation, with the generation of creators before us, the people that were booming before us, they never did that. They didn't give a damn about, okay, what are the people wanting, what are the people doing. They were just about their bag. I actually used to date a very popular content creator
before
I even became a content creator.
So is it okay? You want to tell us about that content creator? I mean,
okay.
Why not? Why not, guys? I mean, if it's the truth, it's the truth.
Okay, I won't mention names. I won't mention names, but
is she still a content creator?
I don't think so. She's she's kind of elevated into the behind the scenes of creators and the content creation industry. Yeah, she's doing good for herself. But I am still available if you still have my number. Yeah. She wants to,
Okay, cool, man. We still have you're gonna cut this now.
Okay.
We still have 5 minutes. Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, I just hope we can know what Kibani, Kimang, Wanyana. I mean, we wanna collaborate. I wanna bring you here.
I hope nobody.
We got a stories of content creator. Why not?
No, I don't think she's got anything good to say about me, cause
But yeah, bruh, what can you give us an advice? A general advice to Mujolo. I mean, you're the. You're the specialist. People they listen to you, and according to what you've been hearing a lot in your show, what advice can you give? Okay, specifically now to the girls.
Yeah,
you understand from a man's perspective.
Yeah,
to the ladies.
I think ladies need to be, first of all, intentional, and they need to be rational. So a lot of ladies go into relationships expecting so much and giving very little, and that is a fact. Yeah, so on holiday because everything has been put to the standard of social media.
Yeah.
And when you get a guy who can get you to the promised land, but is still going through his own phase of growing as an individual, you become too impatient with that. You become Lemii can't afford to take me to Dubai right now. He's not my type. Lemii can't spend time with me every day because he's always at his 9 to 5. So, So it becomes, specifically to the ladies, that becomes a primary problem. There's so many expectations, but at the same time, there's very little effort on your end,
It's not balanced.
Yeah, it's not balanced. So you can't want a blesser, but you are not blesser material. Let's start there. Are you blesser material?
That's what you always say. Do you have money?
Yeah.
Are you also asking girls?
Yeah, definitely. That first one was to a girl. So
what you're saying now, you're changing the game. Also, girls must have money.
They must have money. Because I mean, honestly, if you think about it, because I think that initial question was a girl saying she wants a polygamous marriage with 2 gents.
Yeah.
And I was like, but do you have money for that thing? I mean, as a man, if you have more than one wife, you need money because they both need homes and
don't you think it's just meant to be? When a guy has money, then he can have 2. I don't know.
Well, if a woman has money, now they're talking about making it legal this side. Yeah. So if you want more than one guy, can you maintain more than one guy financially? That was the question.
But do they include finance there?
It must. It must, because why are you taking... Guys, do you know how expensive one girlfriend is? Imagine having 2. A wife.
Okay, you see that on our side.
Yeah.
Do you think on girls' side, do they say, do you know that guys are expensive? They don't even say
they don't say that, but that's why I'm saying they need to be intentional and they also need to be rational because you can't expect your man to be the only one spending. Because Matati Atwan. What if I just got paid from a brand, we go on holiday, we come back, I'm broke, and I'm just working on the next project, but we don't have money in between that. What then?
Brands campaigns are not consistent.
Yeah. What then? So are you saying, okay, you're not gonna consider me your boyfriend because I can zag at that specific moment? You need to come to the party and fill in the gaps. So I think we need to emphasize on the point that when I say do you have money, it's not a gender specific question. It's
to
for
everyone.
both sides.
So everyone needs money.
It's for both
and
sides.
Everyone needs to make money.
Everybody needs money. To 350 ya maspala ya lockdown. Come on guys, no ways. 350 I know, come on, data and out kotanyana 2 and then we are